Hey, this is Mike, and if you haven't guessed, if you've never been, I'm in Times Square. There's no place like it in the world. You never know who you're going to run into. Famous people. I'm near the Wax Museum. There's a wax figure behind me.
You're near the Wax Museum and you run into a dummy, right?
This is the 40 Deuce.
This is it, man.
Now, I understand you first started your business back in the day, not too far from where we are right now.
Yep. Coming to where the famous 43rd chamber had its genesis. There used to be a subway on the right, a subway entrance. You go downstairs,
Okay.
and there was an arcade also. We were
Right
right.
Well, wait, let's pause here for a second. So now we're on 42nd Street. Well,
Yeah.
come back around. People need to see. We're on 42nd Street between 8th Avenue and Broadway.
Yes. And this is the old Deuce. This is where all the old movies used to be.
So back, what, 20, 30 years ago?
Oh my God, we're talking about in the 70s.
70s, there wasn't this much light.
Oh yeah, there was this much light because the marquees from
From all the theaters.
The theaters.
So, all right. So going back, I came to school here in '88. So I caught the tail end of the Deuce. It was all run down. I think that along here be like a lot of double features. People go to sleep in the theaters. I saw one of the Friday the 13th.
Okay.
Or no, it was a 3D movie with Roseanne Barr and her husband. Was that a Freddy or a Halloween movie? I think it was a Friday the 13th in 3D. And most disgusting theater experience I ever had in my life. People asleep, all kinds of stuff in the urinals.
Yes.
You know, so I'm kind of glad.
And you had to watch out for the guys with the raincoats.
Oh, what, Pee Wee Herman and them?
Then you had the places where guys would go in the slots to watch the nudie
Well, yeah,
girls.
Show World. We all know about Show World.
Yeah.
That wasn't too far. A lot of people have never been to New York, so
Okay.
this is like a tourism thing.
Still the youngest one.
This guy, he almost famous.
Well, since Giuliani took over and changed this whole area, many people credit him when making the area safer because it was dangerous back then.
Mm-hmm.
But what happened is there were a number of places on the corner when they first made the changeover. Used to have a Mickey Mouse store.
Disney.
That didn't last long. Disney, yeah.
Well, Lion King is still right there, though. Right next door was Lion King.
Yeah.
It's been there for 20 years.
But the point I was going to make is you cannot bring a family, if you're not well-to-do, you can't bring a family to the movie theater now. Even McDonald's is no cheap meal out. You know what I'm saying? It's very expensive.
Because back in the day, where we were behind the AMC, that's like $16, $17. Back in the day on the Deuce, it'd be like $2.50 for 2 movies.
Yeah, and what hurt the AMC recently is the...
Well, we don't want to mention that. That's not good for that's not good for anybody's business.
As much as my wife and daughter love movies, they stopped coming down, brother.
Yeah, they had a little bed bug scare.
Bed bugs, brother.
But that's the big city. Like if you don't get shot, stabbed, or bed bug infestation.
Well, what happens is, you know, these theaters were always like a cheap stay over, but they don't even stay open as late as years ago. It was like an overnight thing.
Okay, so no, wait, where was the chamber?
Chamber was right
Okay, so
about in here.
okay, where Chevy's Mex is?
Yes.
And then
And we had a little spot right at the entrance. We had a little window. And we became the biggest things on 42nd. Sam Jackson, RZA, who's with RZA's group? Wu-Tang. All of them would come down. Donald Faison used to live down the block. There's a housing complex down there. And Donald Faison used to ride his bike, and he said, "Mr. Woods, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it." I said, "Hang in there," and he did make it.